Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. We're here in Philadelphia, and this is Church Street, and we're looking at some fire escapes, looking for typical things you'd look for when you're writing a violation. We got must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. So here we have 3 fire escapes side by side. We also have some balconies here that are waiting balconies, and if you look at it, first thing you do, the first one that you can talk about is the paint, whether or not paint has been maintained. And as you can see, 3 side-by-side fire escapes. One looks like it's got more paint than rust. The second one looks like it's got more rust than paint, and the third one's got more rust than paint. So that's an indication that maintenance has not been one of the main issues. But let's say, for sake of argument, that they had been painted. The next thing that you can write about is structural. So take a look at the structural on this one first to begin with. And you've got one of the first things you got right off the bat is the original bolting. So here's a 75-year-old Fire Escape Plus, still has the original bolts on the stairs, which if anybody's going to get hurt, that's where it's going to be. So there's a violation, is that the fire escape doesn't seem to have been refurbished in its lifetime. So the second thing you're going to look at is the weight box. You know, take a look at the chain and the ladder, and does that chain or that ladder drop to the ground correctly? There's no obstructions, and does it get released properly, or does it just get dropped? Looks like this one just hooks and drops. You got cement to the wall that you have to look at, and you have to see if there's any tears of any kind. So there's another violation. Up at the top you see a lot of obstruction, a lot of plants. Can't have obstructions on a fire escape. So let's take a look at this one over here. Some obstructions, original bolting on the treads and on the supports. Some spalling into the wall. You can see cracks and crevices where the steel goes into the wall. So that's a cement issue. You've got the ladder that hooks and just drops, but the chain seems to be in the improper place. I don't know if they've moved it off to the side because it used to be in the front, but that chain now doesn't act properly because it doesn't have a guide. This one has no guide to keep it. Whereas that one over there, as you can see, it has a guide on the rail, so that the ladder never shifts. This one has no guide. They moved it to the wrong place and took the guide off. So there's another violation there. Let's take a look at this one. And it's got original rivets still on this fire escape. 75-year-old fire escape with original rivets and original supports. You can see rust growing in the clamps. You got obstructions on the fire escape itself. And you've got the ladder on this side with a chain box, and again, there's no release arm to keep people from pulling this thing down. So some of these fire escapes will have paint, some of these fire escapes will have structural, and there's one or both issues on all these fire escapes that we have here. Let's take a look at these fire escapes here. These are called waiting balconies. Waiting balconies, they too must be inspected. If you look, you can see rust on the platforms. And then if you look onto the side supports, you can see that some of the rivets have popped. This is a perfect example right here. So here's 50 to 75-year-old rivets that have popped on this support here. So these fire escapes have original rivets, 75 plus years, and they've never been refurbished. Yet you can see growth on the connection clips, and on the gussets you can see rust in the gussets. So these must be inspected. So if you have any questions on this or any other fire escape that you've seen in the videos, give us a call at firescapeengineers.com, 866-649-0333, and we can help train you a little bit more on what to look for. You can also visit our YouTube channel, Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training, for this and many other videos just like this on how to properly inspect. Again, the violation here would be repair, paint, test. Again, you have to write it: repair, paint, and test. The word repair will automatically trigger a professional evaluation of the fire escapes. The next thing is, if you want...
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. If you want to have a fire escape awareness program in your city, give us a call. We can send you, like we've done to many other cities throughout the country, we can send you free industry standard confidence tests, free industry standard tags, fire escape repair procedures, as well as load test criteria. Give us a call.